Answer. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Hello, beautiful people. It's just a lot of things that are incredible, you know. Harry, I really am starting to think that he's an imbecile or a moron, or he pretends to be one. Either way, it's not a good look for him, is it? That Meghan Markle would start crying whenever he asked her, is there any truth, grain of truth to all the things that have been said about you by your family, by your friends, by everybody? And Meghan would start crying. And that was good enough for him, that she didn't pay any attention to the press. This is a woman who was paying 3 PR agencies to publish stuff about her. We've seen with Finding Freedom that this woman gave the most gross, intimate details, if they're truth, that she went to poop out in the woods. And this is how Harry fell in love with her. I guess that poop spray was really effective. You know, this is a woman who hasn't stopped blabbing about her personal life, who had a blog about her personal life, who was basically in all social media, desperately trying to be on social life. And then she says to him, oh, I don't pay attention to that, I ignore. This is a woman who lived the internet just like he does. And now they're claiming that they don't read that stuff. If you don't read that stuff, then why are you affected by it? If you don't read that stuff, why are you affected by it? Why are you crying, Meghan? If you really don't read that stuff, you don't know what's being said about you. And your friends will probably not bring any attention to it because they know it affects you. So it is absolutely mind-boggling to me. So whether Harry is a complete imbecile and wanted to be fooled because he wanted this woman desperately because she fit his narrative, or what? And now we have Vanity Fair saying that Meghan Markle lives in an alternate reality. Really? I mean, do we not know by that? She doesn't live in an alternate reality. She lives in lies, and she's angry we're not buying those lies. This is what's really going on. Remember why I kept telling you that time was Meghan Markle's worst enemy? Because she knew that if she didn't get her hooks into Prince Harry quick enough, and people really close to him started talking to him more and more, that her grift would go down the toilet with her poop spray. So she had to hook him really fast. And I really do believe, and this is just, please believe that these are all my personal opinions as usual, that she told him she was pregnant. And of course she lost the baby afterwards. Now, I want to say something because one of you brought this up in the earlier video about Meghan Markle walking outside with the child. Either that child is drugged. Here in the streets in Nicaragua, you will see women begging for children. I'm actually going to take a little video next time. And what they do is they drug these children, because I always wonder, how do they, during the day, at nighttime, these children are completely like lifeless dolls that are completely drugged up, So either she's drugged this child or it's a doll. Because Harry's saying goodbye, and the child doesn't even... Why would she be carrying a sleeping child that is in such deep sleep that he can't even, wake up to say bye to his father? Because most children like that age, they cry when one of the parents leave. I remember that, they go, especially a toddler and stuff like that, if you're that close to your child. The toddler waves, they hug you and stuff like that. Every time Meghan Markle is with any of these children, they're absolutely asleep. And she carries them on the top of the biggest, most abnormal looking belly I have ever seen in my entire life, without any swollen feet. And you know what? I only gained, how much? I gained 19.2 pounds with my son. I wasn't that big, really. I mean, my belly looked big, but it looked normal. My boobs were huge. And around the 6th and 7th month, my feet started to swell. If you look at Princess Catherine's feet, all the brides, everybody in the world, your feet swell no matter how active you are. I mean, I played volleyball almost until I was like 7.5, 8 months pregnant, and then my son was born, had to be born in the 8th month because I had issues with him. But this is a woman, look at her belly, and yet her feet are not swollen. And she's putting a huge toddler, and let me tell you, because the toddler is supposed to be completely asleep, the weight of the body feels heavier because they don't help you, to carry. It's like when you're really drunk and they have to carry you. It's not if you're helping, if you're hurt and somebody's helping you, you're trying to help with your body. No, this child's completely lifeless. And there's a lady on my chat that's going on and on about that. The Queen annulled the rule about the law about having the documents shown, and that there's nothing they can do about it. Yes, there is. They can reinstate that law and make it retroactive, just like the Queen made the Bill of Succession change retroactive. Okay? So anything can be done if everybody's in agreement. But I mean, and then Harry's saying that the world is doomed, the United Kingdom is doomed if his lawsuit doesn't triumph. This man is lying. Harry's blatantly lying to the courts, saying that he didn't know anything before 2018. And if the courts in the United Kingdom buy it, it's because clearly there has been some interference, because it's all over the newspapers. And I am shocked that no newspaper reporter is reporting on that. And they're all saying, oh yeah, it's the palace's fault. Harry was what, 32? How old was he in 2013? He was at least his 30s. And he couldn't do anything. And I hear all the reporters, well, if he would have a good case, and then because the pap recant, the how do you call it, the investigator recanted, he signed something for us, and now he's recanting. It is unbelievable. And this is how they're trying to get by the thing to get the case, to keep the case going. It's going to be very interesting because if you go by the letter of the law, this case should not be going ahead at all. So we're going to find out a lot if this case goes on, because it shouldn't be. It's already expired. You can't bring cases. You know what's so funny? Because whenever I bring up Meghan Markle's bullying allegations and that her victims should be bringing this up into court and sue her, the first thing everybody, all the sugars say, well, already time has passed. She can't bring it because, the time to bring it up has passed. And they say the same thing with Samantha Markle's lawsuit. It's the hypocrisy, it's the selective timing, selective outrage. So Harry, if you're wondering whether all those things about Meghan Markle were true, clearly they were true. But you're going to ride or die with that bitch. Sorry, with that witch. I didn't mean to say bitch. I meant to say witch. Because he's gone too far to back down, according to him. Because his arrogance will not let him back down and admit that he screwed up and everybody was right about his D-list grifter wife. What do you guys think? Please let me know.